Hello, hi, welcome to the session. Myself, Dr. P. Shivaranjani, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, working in Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Today we'll discuss about technology of information system. In that we are going to see about TQM of information system. So, first we'll discuss about how the information system contributed to total quality management. It is nothing but your TQM. So here the information plays a vital role as quality improvement activities are based on informed decision making. A company database must be a comprehensive and cover all critical areas such as customers, suppliers, employee, and projects or process. So what is TQM? The core definition of total quality management system describes a management approach to long-term success through customer satisfaction. In a term, TQM effort, all the member of an organization participating in improving process, products, services, and the culture in which they are working. The primary elements of TQM. So there are 8 principles of total quality management which focus on customer focused, total employee involvement, process centered, integrated system, strategic and systematic approaches, continual improvement, fact based decision making, and communications. So these are the primary elements of total quality management system. So apart from that, it also includes the primary elements we'll see in a descriptive way. So there will be a first one is your customer focus. The customer ultimate determines the level of the quality. So no matter what an organization does to the foster quality improvement, training employees, integrating qualities into design process, or upgrading the computers or softwares, the customer determines whether the efforts are worthwhile. So in the total employee involvement, all the employee participated in working together common goal. The total employee commitment can only be obtained after the fear have been derived from the workspace, when the empowerment has been occurred, and when the management has provided the proper environment. High performance work system integrates the continuous improvement effort with normal business operations. Self-managed work teams are often one form of empowerment. So the next is about process centered. The fundamental parts of your total quality management is focus on process thinking. A process is a series of steps that takes inputs from the supplier, it may be either internal or external, and transform them into an output that are delivered to the customer either in the form of internal or external. The step required to carry out the process are defined, and the performance measures are continuously monitored in order to detect unexpected variations. The next is about integrated systems. Although an organization may consist of many different functional specialists, often organized into vertical structured department, it is horizontal process interconnecting these functions that are focused of TQM. So the next is about strategic and systematic approaches. A critical path of the management quality is the strategic and systematic approach to achieving an organization vision, mission, and goal. This process is called as strategic planning or strategic management, which includes the formulation of strategic plan that integrates the quality as a core component. The next is about is the continuously improvements. The large aspect of TQM is continuously process improvement. The continuous improvement derives an organization to both analytical and creates in finding a way to become a competitive and more effective at meeting the stakeholders' expectations. The next is about the fact-based decision making. In order to know how well an organization is performing on data on performance measures are necessary. The TQM requires that the organization continuously collect and analyze the data in order to improve the decision-making accuracy, achieve concurrence, and allow production based on past history. The next one is your communications. During the time of organizational changes as well as the part of day-to-day operations, the effective communication plays a large part in maintaining the morale and in motivating the employee at all levels. Communication involves strategies, method, and timeliness. So the next is about the benefits of total quality management. It strengthens the competitive positions, adapting to change or emerging market conditions and to the environmental and other government regulations, higher productivity, enhanced marketing image, elimination of defects and waste, reduced cost and better cost management, highly profitability, improve customer focus and satisfaction, increased customer loyal and retentions, increased job securities, improved employable morale, enhanced shareholders and stakeholders values, improved and innovational process. So this has been the benefits of the total quality management has been shown in the diagrammatic representation. In an environment, they'll have an emerged behavior of the business system. So the system will be working based upon a feedback obtained from the continuous improvement, plan to do, act cycles, and organizational learn. So here, each and every phases, they'll collect the feedback and they'll the feedback plays the major important role for the business transaction system. So next is about TQM implementation and system. The total quality management as a term described an organization quality policy and produce has fall out of favor as an international standard for quality management have been developed. When planning and implementing a total quality management system or quality management strategy, there is no one solutions for every situation or workspaces. Each organization is unique in terms of culture, management, practice, and process used to create and deliver its product and services. The quality management strategy vary from organization to organization. However, a set of primary elements should be present in some format. So the next is about generic strategy model for implementing TQM system. The top management learn about and decide to come into TQM. TQM is identified as one of the organization strategy. The organization assists current culture, customer satisfactions, and quality management system. The top management identify the core values and principles to be used and communicates them. The TQM master plan is developed based upon the step of 1, 2, and 3. The organization identifies and prioritizes the customer demand and align the products and service to meet those demands. So the next is about generic strategy model for implementing TQM is management map, the critical process through which the organization meets its customer need. The management oversees the formations of terms for the process improvement efforts. The momentum of TQM effort is managed by steering committee. The manager contributes the individual to the effort through the horizon planning, training, coaching, and other methods. Daily process management and standardization takes place. Progress is evaluated and plan is revised as needed. Constant employment awareness and feedback on status are provided and rewarded or recognition process is established. So this is the example for the total quality management system strategies. So this TQM will focus on the customer, will focus on the product design. So they have a 6 sigmas, lean manufacturings, or they'll have MBA and QA, and they'll go for the ISO 9001 certifications. So the next one is your implementation strategies. It includes 4 different kinds of implementation strategies, such as the strategy 1. The first one is your TQM element approach, and in second strategy they'll make use of a guru approach, and third strategy is an organizational model approach, and fourth one is your Japanese total quality approach. So the first strategy is a TQM elementary approach. The TQM element approaches takes key business process and or organization units and uses the tool of TQM to foster the improvement. This method was widely in early 1980s as the company tried to implement the part of TQM as they learned from. Examples of this approach includes quality circle, statistical process control, TAKCHI methods, and quality function deployment. In second strategy, they'll have a guru approach. The guru approach uses the teaching and learning of one or more of the leading quality thinkers as a guide against which to determine where the organization has deficiency. The organization makes the appropriate changes to remedy these deficiencies. In third strategy, they'll have an organization model approach. In this approach, the individuals or the team visit organization that have taken a leadership role in TQM and determine the process and reason for success. They are integrated this idea with their own ideas to develop an organization model adapted for their specific organizations. This method was widely in the late 1980s, and it is exemplified by the initial receptions of Malcolm Gladwell National Quality Award. So the fourth strategy is about Japanese total quality approach. The organization uses Japanese total quality approach, examine the detailed implementation techniques and strategies employed by determining prize-winning companies, and uses this experience to develop a long-range master plan for in-house users. This approach was used by Florida Power and Light, among others, to implement TQM and to compete for and win the demanding prizes. And the fifth one is about the award criteria approach. When using this model, the organization uses a criteria of a quality award. Example, demanding prize, European Quality Award, or the Malcolm Brandon National Quality Award to identify the area for improvement. Under this approach, the TQM implementation focused on meeting specific award criteria, although some argue that this is not an appropriate use of the award criteria. Some organization do this approach and it can result in the improvement. So the next is about the history of your total quality management. The history of total quality management begins initially as the term coined by Naval Air System Command to describe its Japanese tail management approach to the quality improvement. The umbrella method for the continually improving the quality of the all process, it's drawn on the knowledge of the principle and the practice of behavioral science, analysis of qualitative and non-quantitative data, economic theories, process analysis. So here in the history of your total management in the year 1920, they described the scientific management principle, and in 1930 they have Watt developed SQC methods, and in the year 1946 they has ASQ. Then they have formed as ASQ formed in the year 1946, and in the year 1950 TQM and the quality concept developed, and in the year 1968 the quality management system was developed, and nowadays they have also the quality standards and QMS. That is, your quality management system was developed in nowadays. So the next is about the real-time system and designs. All the real-time systems are or online and are triggered by the response to the external events like information system in batch mode. A real-time system must also integrate the hardware, software, and the user and the database to achieve a certain results within the acceptable performance. The real-time system have the following design components such as your data acquisitions, measurement, interpretations, and evaluations, decision making and actions, initializations, operations, and controls. So the entire cycles of your acquisitions, measurement, evaluation, decision making, action, control, and bringing the system back to the initial condition is highly time sensitive. If the cycle is not performed in a time within which no damage is possible, then the system performance is acceptable. Failing this, the real-time system need relooks and redesign in most of the application. The real-time system may or many and they are organized to obtain a certain output. They are depend on each other and some of them return in parallel and some in sequence. Some of this work on the priority which is inbuilt in total application designs. So the next is about the real-time systems and design. In the real-time system or analyzed in an industry applications or in business commercial application, it will be founded that there is a functional requirements or same. They are as follows: interface handling with external worlds, context switching after the measurements, primary response time, data management, resource allocations by priority, task synchronizations, and communications. So the real-time systems are designed first with the prototype and then rigorous test through simulation process to confirm the accurate in handling the following feature like triggers and context switching on conditions, concurrency of data and process, communications and synchronizations, timing constraints attached to the task, coupling of process and actions. The real-time software system has all the aspect of conventional system designs and in addition it has handled a new set of requirements arising out the real-time futures. The real-time software is either time or event driven and hence the hardware and software which deals with this parameter gathers a lot of important designs of systems. So the next is about case tools. The case tool is nothing but computer-aided software engineering tool is one of the typical software tool which is primarily used to design and implement the application. The case tools are used to design the hardware products and are similar to the computer-aided design, that is CAD tool. The software having high quality, defect-free and maintainable or usually developed using case tools. So it is used for the development of information system along with other automated tools. Case allows the designer, coders, testers and managers to share the common views as to where the project stand at each stages of the development process. Thus, it ensures a disciplined checkpoint process. The case tools may portray the progress graphically. So some of the categories of your case tools. So the case tools are categorized into two different types. That one is called as upper case tool and another one is called as lower case tool. In the upper case tool, they concentrate on starting phase of the system development. For example, planning, goal, and objectives. The essential data is assembled and through the upper case tool is then displayed in sorted out ways. In the case of lower case, devices are concentrate on later part of the system development. For example, planning, coding, testing the product for the defects and functionalities, implementation, usage, and maintaining the softwares. Testing and maintenance of the software in need assures the gigantic part in improvement of a software. So some of the typical case tools, one is called as a code generation tool, UML editors and the like, refactoring instruments, QBT or model transformation instruments, configuration management tools including change controls. So case tool do not only output the code but also generate other outputs typically of different framework examinations and outline strategies. For example, SSADM provides database mapping, data flow diagram, shortly we call this DFS, entity relationship diagram, that is ERD, program specification and user documentations. So that's it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me questions in the regular classes. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you all.